Okay guys, the fireplace motors are quieted down. I checked to make sure they're still running. Yeah, I can feel airflow coming out of there, so it's funny because once the fire hits a certain temperature, they kind of calm down and run normally, so I don't know. But anyway, I marked out the 1x2, 89 inches long is the measurement I've been using for these pieces that go across. That's from basically the 1x2 fits in between the 2x4s that I mounted on the both sides of the trailer. So there you go. So now I got to cut that piece, and I'm only cutting the one because the next piece goes past my offset here, and it will be a different measurement. It will not be 89 inches. It will be shorter. So I don't know when that's gonna happen yet, but I'm gonna hopefully go outside. Hopefully the rain has quit, because I want to set up a table and be able to cut the plywood and everything out there easily, not get the plywood wet, etc. So I'm gonna cut that. I got my music on again, lights. I'm killing that soundtrack. So there we go. So I'm gonna do that. I'll get back to you once that's done, and then once that's cut, I'm gonna put it up here, pre-drill with this guy. I should get him all set to go for that. Get my pre-drills going. And what I do is, a lot of people have been suggesting I should pre-drill down on a work surface and then not do it in the air. Well, the point of me doing it in the air is I'm going through not only the new piece I'm adding, but the old piece, and making sure the holes are lined up. Because if I put a bunch of holes down here and then put a bunch of holes up there, it's pretty hard to get things lined up, right? So I figured it's just better just to do it all up there while I'm working and go from there, right? One thing I do need is yeah. Now what did I use on those other ones? Yeah, I need to use these screws, which are, I believe, 2-inch. That way I go through both thicknesses of the 1x2s, because I'm basically doubling them up, and that way they're held together. So I have 4 of these guys ready to roll. I may need more. It all depends how it looks and goes together, but should be good. So I'm gonna go out, get my shoes on, get out of the slippers, take that piece out there, cut it, come back in, put this piece up, do a bunch of measuring this way, marking on either side of the 2x4s to get my width of where the next plywood is going to end, and then I can figure out the width going across for my next piece of 1x2. So we'll see you guys in a bit, okay? Alright, I'm going to zoom in here, guys, so you can kind of get a decent view of what's going to happen. That's pretty much decent. I got my piece cut. I'm going to go up on the ladder, get some pre-drilling in, and get some screws in. And I'm going to need the Robertson bit to help me out with that. So, set everything up. I'm going to keep my coat on until it warms up in here, and I move the temperature weather gauge over near the fire to warm the batteries, hopefully. And hopefully everything's good that way. Not too worried about the survival blanket showing. because that will be covered by the plywood sheet, because that slides underneath here. So that's pretty good there. I'm liking that. So we'll go ahead and pre-drill here. I don't even have to add any screws yet, though I will, just because that way it locks it in and won't screw up the drill holes there. And I'm still listening to music, by the way, guys, so forgive me for that, but I can't really play a soundtrack while I'm working, or YouTube tries to go wild on us. There we go. So now I can just do a bunch of pre-drilling and I shouldn't have any issues. Alright. Perfect. That's a hard angle on the back. There we go. So, yeah, probably just 2 more should do it. I don't think I gotta overkill it at all. It's not gonna go anywhere. Just move my ladder though. Do that corner and then 1 more and should have her in good shape. I'll get that screw in first before I do another pre-drill. Though, no, actually, I can just go ahead and pre-drill this one. Shouldn't have issue. There we go. One more screw and this guy's done. Oh yeah, that's nice. Perfect. Alright, we're getting some progress going, guys. Just check on the fire here quick. And the solar. We're still good. Yeah, those fans are pretty awesome, even though they're noisy on startup. They don't draw very much power whatsoever, guys, so that's perfect for off-grid. So that one's done. I'm going to now take a measurement. I'll keep you rolling. I got to get up here, take a measurement from back here. 4 feet is what I'm looking for. So I'll grab my pencil and tape measure, go up here, see what we can do. far back is that really going to go? Quite a bit. Okay, I might have to move my ladder over by the doorway here, because I cannot, I'm not Stretch Armstrong, so I can't really, you know, stretch out that far. The electrical box is going to have to move for a second. Right here will work. Of course, right in the way of the wiring. Yeah, I'm eager to get this wiring tidied up, guys, because it's a little ridiculous. So what I'm going to try to do is stick the tape up in between the, where the joint or the seam is, in between the two 1x2s, and it will hopefully, if I'm lucky, hold my tape measure so I can run it. Well, in theory that is. There we go. Okay, get back on the ladder. God. Watch Rob fall off his ladder in the off-grid tiny house. Come on. Okay, 3 feet's here, 4 feet right here. Now, this may be off a bit because I'm kind of angled. Can't get in too much closer than that. What I'll do is, hopefully, if the lock on the tape works, I can double check this. Come on, you. Oh wow, that's off. Actually right here. So I'll erase this one. There we go. And now I gotta do the same on the other side. Hopefully, I don't know if it'll be easier or worse, because I don't have a table to stand on this side, but we'll see. Alrighty. One more to go, guys, and then we'll see what happens. Okay. I'm going to just pull the tape out to the 4-foot mark and see if I can do this. And the survival blanket is obviously in the way again. Oh wow. The 4-foot mark is on a seam. That is going to be interesting. And this stuff is always interesting. It does not stay where you put it. Very annoying. It is getting nice and toasty up here though. Gotta love that fire. Alright, I'm going to retry this again with the damn survival blanket out of my way. If I get it hooked. Jeez. right on the seam. So that's going to be interesting. It's right here where it's the end of a 2x4 and another one starts. That might be trouble because they're not quite flush, I'll tell you that. I may have to put another screw in here just to pull that in. And I think it will too. Another 3-incher in the bottom. I think I'll do that now before we run into major issues. 3-inch screws are over here. I'll see if my batteries are warming up enough to give me a temp. 3 degrees Celsius. And the weather station with the crappy rechargeable batteries from Wish is still blank. So I may just throw those bat disposables in from the Dollar Tree into that weather station. That helped a bit. Not much. Well, we gotta cross our fingers on that one. Take a hit of green tea here, and then I will take a measurement now across in between the 2x4s because I'm gonna have a totally different measurement than what I have than that 89 inches. I can feel the warmth. It's getting semi-comfortable, but not enough to take the coat off just yet. But that's coming. So I got to measure from this 2x4, and it's gonna be tricky, guys. I gotta tell you. Oh boy. So, we'll see if I can do this. Don't need the pencil. Oh yeah. It's gonna be trouble. Trouble. So, one thing I can do is cheat a little bit. I'll show you. Wow. I'm gonna try to put the 1x2 across, though I don't know if that's gonna work or not. Oh. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay, I gotta get a way to measure this thing without having a nightmare. I'll have to just subtract the 2x4 off of my measurement. It's the only way. Okay, that's actually holding. So that's not quite 2 inches. What is that? 1.5 inches. Jeez. Don't know if that's gonna work, guys. Okay, so, god damn. Okay. It says it's 89, but I gotta take an inch and a half off of 89, which is my original measurement I used for all the other ones. Now the tape measure doesn't want to let go. Alright. I think that's one of the best tools I got from the Dollar Tree was this tape measure. Used it a lot. So, 89, and I'm going to double check this measurement of the 2x4. Okay. Inch and a half. It's definitely inch and a half. So 89 inches. Minus inch and a half, which brings us to 87 and a half, I believe. Yeah, 87 and a half. It's the new cut for my 2x4, so, or not the 2x4, but the 1x2. So we'll do him up right now. That was not as brutal as I thought it was going to be. 87 and a half. There we go. Perfect. So that needs to be chopped. And I will go do that and we'll see if how that fits, and I'll be back with you guys once I get that all done. And it's kind of nice because I can actually listen to music pretty nicely while doing video. And YouTube can't hear it. Neither can you guys though, unfortunately, but it's the way it is. So once this next piece is up, a lot of this wiring will be kind of up inside the ceiling cavity, which is great because it's right now it's in front of the entranceway and it looks like hell. And the more I do now, the easier it is when I have to lug all these boxes out of here from the accountant. And hopefully when the 300 comes, I know that goes towards rent, but I'm gonna probably put that money towards the ceiling project here. So I'll be back. See you guys in a bit.